Underneath the global financial system that we all use every single day, there's a quiet revolution going on. It's not happening in big boardrooms or on loud trading floors. No, it's happening in lines of code, and it's completely rewriting the rules of money. So let's just start with a number that should make you sit up and pay attention. 186%. Get this, in 2023, that was the average return for the decentralized finance sector. I mean, it absolutely dwarfed other areas of crypto and traditional markets. And look, don't mistake this for some small niche experiment. We're talking about a market valued at over $51 billion. That's an entire parallel financial ecosystem that's already up and running right now. And it's not just about the money, it's about the people. Over 9.7 million unique wallets are now actively using these services. And to put that into perspective for you, that's a 300% jump in just 2 years. The momentum here is it's undeniable. So yeah, these numbers, they paint a really clear picture. This is way more than just a trend. It's the beginning of a genuine financial revolution. But, numbers only ever tell part of the story. So what's the engine that's really driving all of this? What's the core technology that's making these incredible numbers even possible? Well, the answer is something called decentralized finance, or DeFi for short. And the core idea? It's as radical as it sounds. To rebuild our entire financial system from the ground up, but this time without the traditional gatekeepers. Okay, so here's the crucial point. DeFi takes all the middlemen, the banks, the brokers, the clearinghouses, and it replaces them with code. Specifically with these self-executing programs called smart contracts that run on a blockchain. No single person or company is in charge. The rules are just baked right into the code for everyone to see. This is a fundamental paradigm shift. Traditional finance is all trust-based. You have to trust a banker to hold your money. It's full of gatekeepers and, well, it sleeps when the markets close. DeFi, on the other hand, is verification-based. You don't have to trust anyone. You can literally verify the code yourself. It's open to anybody, and it never, ever sleeps. And this, right here, is the absolute game changer. It's a move away from trusting people and institutions, which, let's be honest, can be flawed or biased, to trusting transparent, auditable math. Human discretion gets replaced by automated execution. Okay, so that's the theory, right? But how does all this code actually turn into commerce? I mean, how do you borrow or lend or trade in this new world? All right, let's make this tangible. Imagine you own some Ethereum, but you need some cash. On a DeFi platform like Aave, you just connect your digital wallet. No sign-up, no ID check, none of that stuff. You deposit your ETH into a smart contract, and that's your collateral. The code then instantly lets you borrow stablecoins, which are basically just cryptocurrencies designed to be a digital dollar. The whole process is automated, completely transparent, and it takes minutes, not days. It's kind of wild. Now, this is where things get really big. See, DeFi isn't just about crypto anymore. The next massive wave is the tokenization of what we call real-world assets, or RWAs. This basically means taking tangible, traditional assets and putting them on the blockchain. I mean, just think about it for a second. We're talking about US Treasury bills, shares of a commercial building, private credit deals, even physical gold, all of it represented as digital tokens. This has the potential to unlock literally trillions of dollars of value from assets that are traditionally hard to buy and sell, bringing them into this new 24/7 global market. And hey, don't think this is some far-off future concept. Just look at Aave, a leading lending protocol. It alone holds roughly 45% of all the value locked up in DeFi lending. That means billions of dollars are being managed right this second, not by a bank, but by this one protocol's code. Of course, with this much innovation and this much potential, there are always two sides to the coin. So let's look at both the incredible promise of DeFi and the very real perils that come along with it. The promise is really compelling. You can potentially earn much higher yields on your savings than you would in a traditional bank. Anyone, anywhere in the world can access these services. You hold your own assets, so you're not exposed if a bank fails, and everything operates around the clock with total transparency. But the risks are just as significant. A bug in the smart contract code can be exploited by hackers. The assets themselves are extremely volatile. There is no undo button. If you make a mistake and send a transaction, it's final. And if the value of your collateral drops too fast, your loan can be automatically liquidated. Poof, gone. And to really put a fine point on it, Roughly $1.5 billion were lost just last year in the crypto space from hacks and fraud. This isn't a theoretical risk. It's a stark reminder that in this new frontier, security is everything. Because you truly are your own bank. So, given this balance of incredible promise and serious peril, where is all of this headed? What does the future of finance actually look like? Well, the road ahead is actually starting to come into focus. In the near term, we can expect more regulatory clarity and a massive expansion of those real-world assets. Longer term, we're probably going to see mainstream adoption as it all gets easier to use, and the lines between traditional and decentralized finance, they'll start to blur. This could very well be a multi-trillion-dollar market. So ultimately, when you boil it all down, the key takeaway is this. DeFi isn't just a new set of financial products. It's a fundamental, philosophical shift in how finance works, moving from a system that asks for your trust in institutions to one that allows for your verification of the code. The code is being written. The rails are being laid. An entirely new financial system is being built, in real time, right in front of all of us. The only question left is, are you watching?